Hey everybody, this is Rustin Rose of Metal Nation and Metalholic, and we are joined today by the master himself, Max Cavalera of Soulfly and Cavalera Conspiracy. How is everything in your world, my friend?
Yeah, man, everything good. We're on tour in San Francisco. The tour is started right now. It's rolling hot. You know, Nailbomb, great shows, sold out last night at the Whiskey. We're having a lot of fun. It's a power pack, energy, full, angry show, which is great. It's the Nailbomb, big fuck you to everything, attitude live, and with Soulfly playing all the songs. It's a blast. I'm having a great time here, man.
Yeah, you guys just kicked off the Soulfly sort of Nailbomb Point Blank tour the other night, doing the Point Blank album in its entirety. And it's my understanding that your amazing wife, Gloria, is sort of responsible not just for this tour, but for the fact that Nailbomb and that Point Blank album ever happened to begin with.
She's responsible for both things, for the album and for the tour, which is great. Like the album, we were just fucking around, me and Alex, and we're just like writing riffs, but with no idea of what we're gonna do with it. She came in the room like, "I'm gonna get you guys a record deal, and you guys just make a band, just give me a name," and that's how Nailbomb started, and she made it happen. And the same thing with the live situation. She had the idea for having us perform, have Soulfly perform Nailbomb, which at first I wasn't sure, but then the more I thought about it, the more it made sense to me to translate and turn the record into a band and having a band behind it. Because Soulfly is a band with a lot of weight, so, we got really good musicians and we can really play the stuff. So we turned all those songs that were kind of electronic and we turned them into real band songs, but with electronic stuff on top of it. So it's got the noise feeling.
Right.
It's so good. It's so cool, man. I don't know how, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a real electric feeling in the air when Nailbomb plays. There's not really a lot of talking between songs. It's just it's like metal simplicity and noise and samplers and a really electric feeling in the air.
Yeah, I always imagined that album would really come across well in a live setting. Is that sort of how it's playing out so far?
Oh, completely, man. It's perfect. I think that record was made to play live. It's just because it was a project. We never did much with it. We only did, the two shows, one in a club and the festival in Holland. But that's what's cool about this right now is that we turn it into a band and put all the weight of a band behind it. But we also got all the original samples from the master tape. We have the original backdrop. So we have things from the original album. So when people come to here, they hear the original things from that era mixed with the Soulfly weight and the power that we play with Soulfly, which is really a powerful thing. And you mix them together with Point Blank, which was a really powerful record. And what I like about Point Blank is actually is the simplicity, the less is more kind of thing. We were not trying to be fancy. We were just trying to make like a cool record of things that we like. And a lot of the songs are real simple riff, man, like really as simple as it get, almost to the point of being kind of idiotic simple, but works, man, because it's like powerful shit, So we're having a lot of fun, It's today's only the third show of the tour, but this thing is rolling hot, and it's going to just get better and better the more we play.
So you've also just wrapped up recording the new Cavalera Conspiracy record, Psychosis. I'm really excited for this one. Did doing the Return to Roots tour affect the dynamic or energy of making the new Cavalera Conspiracy record at all?
I think so, because we went from the tour into the studio, and so we were all like really still all very much under the spell of the tour. Not really sonically, because I think Psychosis really had not much to do with Roots in a sonic landscape, because it's more of a death metal, thrash metal kind of album, more influenced by stuff like Beneath the Remains and Arise and the stuff that we listen to right now, like Nails and Gate Creeper and Power Trip and so. But I think for sure, coming from touring to roots into the studio influence, and I'm trying to do the same with Soulfly, because right now Soulfly is playing Nailbomb, and then from here I go to writing the new Soulfly, and I'm hoping to enter the studio in January. So I hope this energy that I get from this Nailbomb tour also goes into the next Soulfly record, and we'll have a kick-ass album.
I was going to ask you that, if you thought sort of the energy and drive of doing this particular tour would bleed into the new album. So it sounds like
I hope so. So we can expect some crazy shit from the next Soulfly record, which is awesome.
So the Psychosis album comes out. You've already released the first track, Insane. Is that song sort of indicative of what the rest of the album's sound will be like overall, or is this a pretty diverse record from your perspective?
I don't know who the label was to pick that song. It wasn't my choice. I think there's other better songs on the album. I like Insane. It's a good opener. We opened the record with that tune, but the songs that come right after, like Terror Tactics and Spectral War, Judas Pariah, and Hellfire, are for me even more stronger, even crazier, and the whole record is really cool, man. The Psychosis record is a full-on diving into the whole world of death metal, thrash metal together, that records like Beneath the Remains and Arise were created under the spell of the union of these two great forms of metal. So Psychosis, apart from the Hellfire, which is with Justin from Godflesh, that sounds kind of like Nailbomb and Godflesh, and then the song Psychosis, which is an instrumental that's almost like prog rock, influenced by the stuff I listen to, like Pelican and Russian Circles. Everything else on the record is full-on attack, death metal, thrash metal attack, and it feels great to play that, and I can't wait for people to hear the rest of the record. If they like Insane, they're going to love the rest of the record. It gets better than Insane, the rest of the album.
Nice, and like I said, I'm really excited for it. And you worked with Arthur Risk on this. What did he bring to the table for you guys?
Arthur was really cool, man, because it was a different kind of producer. You know, we're more used to, like, a lot of time producers are like, they've done a lot of big albums, so they got this experience attitude. Arthur didn't have any of that. He's kind of like he was like one of us, man, you know, and but he's just a very knowledgeable guy of metal, and was very knowledgeable of my catalog with Igor. And really, I say to a lot of people that he went in and woke in the beast that was inside of me, that was like kind of slipping a little bit. And for this album, he provoked the beast and made the beast come out and play. So a lot of the vocal lines and vocal patterns I'm using on the new record are really influenced by my old work, but with a twist of right now, of what we listen to right now. Because he's a great producer, man. He did great with Power Trip, Code Orange, Inquisition. Everything he touches, man, like, he's got a really good ear. He's going to be a great producer, man. You know, he's young and he's just upcoming right now, but he's got a future in this. And I had a lot of fun just talking to him and making this record possible with him. He totally understood my vision for the whole death metal, thrash metal thing, like the best of both worlds, and we went for it, and it was a lot of fun.
Do you already have a producer in mind for the next Soulfly album?
We were hoping to work with Josh Wilbur. He did Killer Be Kill and Lamb of God. He's really one of some of my favorite producers, because he's got the Andy Wallace kind of sound that I really love. Stuff like Chaos AD, like real clear but really powerful. And I love the work he did on the last Lamb of God record. Was great. The Killer Be Kill album was a lot of fun, and we're trying to work with him for the next Soulfly. So I hope it's gonna be him. And like I say, coming out of this tour and working on a new Soulfly record, that's gonna be really, really cool, because I think a lot of the energy I am getting from this tour is gonna go right into the next record.
Now, I know that Alex is more of a studio guy now, so we're probably never going to see another Nailbomb album. But speaking of Killer Be Killed, are we looking at possibly seeing another Killer Be Killed album?
Killer Be Killed is very possible we're going to do something, and it's just a matter of getting the four of us under the same roof. That's the hard part. The music part is the easy part. We wrote the whole record in the studio, and it was pure magic. And I think we can do the same. You know, like we don't even need to rehearsal. I think we just get us in the studio any time of the year. We will get there, and cool shit will come out, because it's just how it is with us, with me, Troy, and Greg, and Ben. We just get in a room and start jamming, and all this cool shit is gonna come out. And I think we can make a better record than the first one, for sure. So it's a matter of just getting us together under the same roof. That's the hard part. Everybody's always on tour. You know, I'm always on tour. Troy's always on tour. But eventually, at some point, we're gonna find the time where we're not doing anything, and we'll be like, let's go do another Killer Be Killed album. It's be perfect timing for that.
And that would be wonderful, because that first Killer Be Killed was pretty politically charged, and there's just so much more going on now around the world just 6 years later, so plenty of fuel for a new record, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, we had stuff like Face Down, which was about police brutality, you know, cops killing people and all that shit, and you know, there was a lot of war stuff on that record too. A lot of stuff, Forbidden Fire, about the Middle Eastern kids that love metal and are forbidden to listen to metal. I think now we can even go deeper into the issues with everything that's going on in the world, with terrorism and everything. You know, the madness of the world. It'll be really good. That's what I'm talking about. The Nailbomb record is more relevant now than 20 years ago. This album, Point Blank, makes more sense today because of the world has gone to shit. So the album makes more sense now than it did 20 years ago, which is an amazing thing.
Perfect way to bring it full circle. Max Cavalera, thank you so much. Be safe out there on the road. Point Blank from Nailbomb, playing the entire album on this tour. A new Cavalera Conspiracy coming up. A new Soulfly coming up. You're keeping us happy with the metal, and we appreciate it, brother.
Thanks a lot, brother. We'll see you on the road, right?